Ladies and gentlemen, tonight from London, UK, the show with the right vibe, the only show at 432 hertz in the world. It's time for the Geminiani Project Show. Hosting the brave, the great, the unique, the only John Marco Sana.
Welcome everybody to the Geminiani Project Show. I am Gian Marco Sanna and we are going to talk about many interesting topics today. I want to introduce myself a little bit. I'm Italian, I'm a musician, I'm a violinist, and I've been around. I've lived in a few countries in Europe, and in 2012 I moved to London, UK. So I started the Geminiani project in 2012 because I researched a little bit and I found out some things that I don't want to bore you about, but I found out that the original frequency wasn't at 440 Hertz. I will explain you later what that means, but I found out that the frequency is now at 440, but it was at 432, so it was different. It was a different frequency, and I understood that for so many reasons they changed it, and we will talk about that later. But anyway, we want to talk about many things about music and about what is the Geminiani Project Show. This is not we don't want to be, too boring, or we don't want to bore anybody, but this is probably an alternative way to talk about things, about life, about people, musicians and non-musicians, artists, and even non-artists. I mean, you can share with us, your opinion about pretty much everything. And so this is what I wanted to create, and this is the first episode, so I'm very excited, and I'm still learning because repeat, I'm a musician. I'm not a YouTuber until now. I wasn't a live streamer. So the first question I have for everybody. I have many questions, but the first one and the most important, in my opinion, the most important is what, if I would be, like 5 years old, and you would have to explain me what is music, how would you explain it to me? And let's take it from there. So think about that, and just write in the comments, and I'll be reading the comments, and I'll be answering. So what happens is that in the first episode, like this one, and probably the second one too, we are gonna do we are gonna interact with the public just like this, asking questions or whatever. I'm gonna talk about a few topics, and you are gonna tell me your opinions, which are very welcome, and but very soon I have some surprises, so I will interview few people, few musicians and non-musicians, few artists, and even people from the public, and I'm very enthusiastic about that because I really don't wanna close this show to like a club to for musicians or for artists or anybody which is in the artistic area. I want this to be open to anybody. So, and because I'm curious, I want to know the opinion of people that are not a violinist like me, or another pianist, or a sculptor, or architecture, or any kind of art. So this is what I want to do, and I want to take advantage of, yes, here we go, Paolo, here we go. And so I'm waiting for your answers, of course. And this is going to be very frustrating for me today because it's Saturday. And I know that many people are going to enjoy their holidays and they must be on the beach and, enjoying your hot summer, which is good, especially after 1.5 years of this very unique situation. Yeah, I want to talk about that too. This is not about. We are not going to talk about politics, or religion, or any kind of epidemic or something. No, no, no. We are not going to talk about anything. We've been through too much for the last 1.5 years. I think this has to be something like a little bit light, in order to be positive a little bit and to put some positivity into people's life. So that's what I'm trying to do. So that said, you can see on the bottom our website, so www.geminianiproject.com, and where you can find pretty much anything about us, what we do, what we've done in this 9 years, almost 9 years, 8.5 years. So yeah, we've been. I started with pretty much nobody in 2012, and pretty much very soon I started with a string chamber orchestra, which is the Camerata Geminiani, of course, and we started with a concert here in London on June 2013, the 22nd of June 2013. So it's going to be 8 years exactly in 3 days. So that is what happened. And from there, we've been invited from many places, from the Schiller Institute in Germany. We've been invited from Opera Fabriken in Sweden and Denmark. We've been invited other times from the Schiller, from France, from Italy. By the way, yeah, we've been invited to Arezzo Classica, which was actually our last concert on November 2019. So very long time ago, unfortunately. And but I'm really hopeful that this is going to be over very soon, and we are going to be able to play concerts again very soon. So that's a very big hope that we have. What is music for you? What is music for you? How could you describe music? In few words. How even if you would describe music like the feeling that music gives you, or how it makes you feel. The depending on the moods, depending on what kind of music anyway. Film music, soundtracks, just pop music, classical music. We're not talking about classical music only. I'm talking about, in general, music. What is music? So that's what I'm asking you. So please, tell me something about that. Yes, we are going to have many other topics. This is one of the topics of today. Now, a very important thing is that we started not only the Camerata Geminiani, going back to the story of the Geminiani project. So what we did, we started a amateur orchestra, which was the Hampton Chamber Orchestra. For some reason, I had to put it on hold for a while. I hope to restart it very soon, and we started the Geminiani Youth Orchestra, which was quite okay for a moment. Then for logistical reasons, probably wasn't the best place in London where to rehearse. So we are restarting now, and so we are selecting young musicians from New Malden area, which means Wimbledon, which means Kingston, which means Richmond, whatever, anything around New Malden. We are going to rehearse at the New Malden Methodist Church, and most probably during the weekend. I was thinking about Saturday morning. I don't wanna say the time for now because I'm not sure 100%. But I pretty much think that it's going to be a Saturday morning. But we can talk about that. So we are selecting. First of all, we need a selection, right? Why we need a selection? Because the Geminiani Youth Orchestra is going to be, first of all, it's going to be the first orchestra, okay, and probably the only orchestra, not only in London, but pretty much in, everywhere, at 432, and which I'm going to explain later what that is. We are going to collaborate with some charities, local charities, for giving our musical services to people in distress. So, for example, to hospices or hospitals or any kind of institution or charity which is going to host an event. Well, we are going to be available for that, and we're going to be thriving for playing for that event, giving our collaboration to those events. So that is something that definitely will mark the Geminiani Youth Orchestra. So on top of that, sorry, of course, because of that, well, you want to have some quality. You want to reach some minimum level of quality. That's why we need a minimum selection, in order for the final result to be quite excellent. So that is so the link is going to be in the comments. And anyway, if you just go to our website, which is www.geminianiproject.com, as you can see, you can find a dedicated page to the Geminiani Youth Orchestra with all the contacts, with the email, with all the informations, in order for you to send an email or just contact us, or let us know that you are interested about your son or your daughter to participate in this, because this is going to be unique. And this is one thing that I think is going to change locally a little bit the scene, the musical scene. So Methodist Church in New Malden, yes, and yeah, okay. So anybody about what is music? Please. Somebody's texting me. I don't know. No, this is not. No, we can't talk about that. We can't talk about that now on live stream. So anyway, so we did many things. Actually, we created a professional chamber orchestra. Sorry, a professional chamber orchestra, an amateur chamber orchestra, and a youth orchestra. And well, my big ambition is to create the Geminiani Academy, which is a very big project, which is of course is going to be a music academy, but not in the modern way of thinking, if you want, because I think, in my opinion, modern education is probably not as complete as it was before, like in the 70s, in the 80s, even in the 90s. So, in my opinion, a more 360 degrees education would be much more appreciated from not only from the students, but also from the public, because after these students, they're going to play in public, right, sooner or later. So that's a point, right? So the Geminiani Academy wants to a little bit has this ambition of covering this gap between the old, if you want to call it old, and the modern music education. In our small way. We are not. We know that we are, we are very modest. We don't want to say bad things about big institutions. Absolutely, on the contrary. My congratulations to many enormous institutions and very important British and non-British institutions that are dedicated since many years to music education. But we just want to have the chance to give an alternative way to musical education, and we think that it might be very interesting for everybody. So this is pretty much what the Geminiani Academy is going to be. Of course, when you talk about, you say big words like academy, it takes many zeros. It requires a lot of funds, and a lot of money. So it's a very long process. It has to be planned extremely well. It has to be very much dedicated to the kids, to the students, which are the point of this. Otherwise, it's just something selfish that someone would do for himself, and that's it. That's not the point, right? So, of course, nobody's allergic to money, but that's not the point again. So, I think that also there are people, many young kids, many young people, extremely talented, and they will never get the chance to express themselves, or even to change their lives, or even to give it a try, right? So that's what, in my opinion, that is one of the things that modern times are lacking in, because there is no time anymore. So it's like chop, chop, chop. You have to go, and a few years you paid your dues, your fees, and if you're good enough, you just go and move forward, because you have to let in somebody else, and the new somebody else has to go very quickly too, and there is no time. And this gives, in my opinion, a lot of stress to the whole thing. It's not something that you can actually enjoy in the process of doing that. You can enjoy it, but there is no time for pleasure. There is no time for enjoying that anymore. Not as much as before. So there are many topics to talk about, and because I saw them, not because I'm just thinking I want to talk about the negative things, the negative aspects of big schools, of big institutions. No, I don't want to talk about them in a negative way, in any negative way. That's not the point. That's absolutely not the point. The point is that I saw students and I heard them, and few of them even asked me, help me here, help me there. You are attending lessons in one of the most important music schools in the country. What? Something is wrong there, because otherwise you wouldn't be doing this, right? And yeah, but it's so stressful and this and that, blah blah blah. So I'm sure this works, because this works, and you can see many musicians that almost, the highest percentage of musicians are extremely prepared. They go outside and they have already a career, or almost a career. They are extremely prepared. I have many colleagues, and I'm astonished. Really good. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that, going back to, what is the music? What is music? So I need this answer, and once we have this answer, not only from you, I will ask the same question, because this is the tricky question, one of the tricky questions, and I will ask the same question to other musicians, to many people, to many other people. I'm very curious, because I want to know what is music, and if it has any pleasure into it, and what is it? Do we still have it? And what is it? How is it? Is it enjoyable in rock music? Probably yes, right? Is it still enjoyable in pop? Some part? Yeah, sure. So classical music. How do you feel about that? Yeah, that's my point. And so this is what I want to know, and for now, because I'm not here to say what is right and what is wrong. That is not me. I have my problems already. I don't need to point other people's problems. I don't have time for my problems. So that's not the point. I just want to think, and to put something there, and to think loudly with you, and change opinions and exchange opinions, and see where this goes. Because in my opinion, this is what an interesting conversation is about. To know your opinion, but also to think about that, and which most probably and hopefully makes me think about my opinion. So this interchange of opinions is the part that is interesting, because it makes my mind different, because I might change my mind about my opinion, and you might change your mind about your opinion too. So that's in my opinion what I said opinion too many times. So no opinions, no more opinions. Okay, that's it. So anybody, please comment, and I'm going to do something new, because I'm not sure what I'm doing now, because I'm opening Facebook. So, because this is my first time. This is my first live streaming, so I have no idea. I mean, I'm prepared, because I did many tests. I studied. I did this. I did that. But I still don't know. If the camera goes off when I take another tab or not. I think it doesn't. No, it doesn't go off. So I think it's good. I think everything is fine. So I hope that you are watching me, and you can actually see me. Well, I can see myself on the Facebook page. So yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's very good. So another thing, just a sip of water. Another thing I wanted to say, if you like, you can go to our website, and we have a dedicated page to our t-shirt and stuff. Just very interesting items. You can have leggings, you can have t-shirts, you can have shower curtains, you can have duvet for your bed, or just iPhone cover, or cell phone covers, or many interesting items with our brands, with our logo, and different designs. And just go and check on our website the merchandise page, and just anything is good for us to go on and to build something else, to build something a little bit constructive, hopefully for everybody. So that's what we are trying to do. And thank you, Paolo. And that's it. So I think So yes, I wanted to absolutely wanted to say this. So we're not going to talk about this today because it's way too long. But basically, what I'm still trying to do, we are still trying to do. I try to create a group of artists from pretty much everywhere in Europe. And I thought that during these times, I thought that the thing that we were we were lacking, we were missing the most was beauty with a big B, with a capital B, right? So I pretty much I thought, okay, we have to invent something. So I named this thing the beauty tour, because this is not going to be over when this situation is going to be over. It's going to be on and on, because anyway, beauty is never too much. Am I right? So we definitely miss beauty in any form, right? And I'm not talking about beauty. I mean, beautiful girl or beautiful guy. Yeah, we miss that too. I mean, okay, that's fine, but that's not the beauty I'm talking about. I'm talking about when your skin goes, like this because you're hearing Requiem from Mozart, or Missa Solemnis, or anything from Beethoven or Brahms or Verdi, or Vivaldi, Quattro Stagioni, Santo Sepolcro. I could go on and on. So that is the kind of beauty that I'm not talking about only classical music, of course. That I'm a classical musician, I'm talking about that. But amazing when you see a painting from Leonardo, from Botticelli, from when you see the Duomo of Florence, or you see the Tower of Giotto, or you see anything, any kind of beauty. Even a nice gesture can be beauty, right? So definitely we're not having too much of that, and definitely in the last 1.5 years we lacked a lot of that, in my opinion. So I created this beauty tool, which we can't do anything at the moment because travel restrictions are still on. So I don't accept any restriction, because I'm pretty much free. So I was born free, and I'm living a free life, and I want to die as a free man, as a free person. So and many other people, they don't accept these restrictions. So it's pointless to even try to do something when it's not gonna be the right way to organize it, to make it. So people are not gonna enjoy it the way I want them to enjoy it. That's the point. So, but anyway, why I'm talking about this? Because during the intro, you saw the logo, the Geminiani project logo. Then you saw the two water images. Those two water images are each one of them are put in vibration at a certain frequency. The left one is a 432, the frequency that we use, because it was used until the 1939, and it's also called the Verdian pitch, because Giuseppe Verdi was a huge defender of this frequency. So after 1939, for some reasons, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you some other episode. The frequency has been raised to 440, and so we lost the connection with with nature, because the frequency of the planet is 8 hertz, which is on the sequence of 432, not on the sequence of 440. So that's my point. So you can see that the harmony of the water that is vibrating at 432 and the chaos of the water which is vibrating at 440 goes like almost crazy. It looks richer because it's full, but it's chaos. It's basically chaos. And you can search this on our media page on our website. Why? Because there is a science which is called cymatic. Cymatic, it's like M-A-T-I-C. C-Y-M-A-T-I-C, cymatic. If you go and search cymatic 432 or 440, it's the same. You will see that the images of the sand or the water that are in vibration at the two different frequencies are totally different, and the more the 432 is way more harmonic and way more beautiful than the ones at 440, and there is a reason for that. I don't want to bore you with that too much. I'm boring you already, but anyway, what my point is that the beauty tour has to be major thing, and must have hopefully a huge impact with the public, because I know that it's going to be like that, because it's exactly what we have been missing for so long. So I'm sure that you're gonna love it. Anyway, big thanks to Loredana Tsei, which is the maker of the logo of the Beauty Tour. You saw the logo, our logo, the Geminiani project. Then you saw the two water frequencies, the two water images at different frequencies. Then you see a logo which says the Beauty Tour. In the beauty letters, there are all kind of arts and artists and composers. I wanted that to be there, everything all like packed in the same word. And Loredana was a very good, extremely good artist, and she's a terrific designer and drawer. She's a cartoonist, she's a director, and she's very successful and a very good one. So I want to thank her for the logo that she gave us, and hopefully you like it, too. So that said, so I think that I don't want to go on talking too much about too many things, too many topics. So I throw out the question, and I want you, hopefully you will see the non-live recording of this live streaming, and I'll be waiting for your comments, and so I think it's time for us to say see you at the second episode of the Geminiani Project show. So thank you everyone. It has been a great time for me and great opportunity for me to talk to you, to explain what the Geminiani Project is and what we're trying to do, and I wish you the best vibes. Bye. See you next time.